Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. With this opening speech, I'm honored to welcome every one of you to the Bandera Plastic Week, our 2021 virtual open house. Before getting straight into the events, I would like to thank you for joining us today. I'm Daniele Cerazaro, Sales and Marketing Director of Bandera. It's my pleasure to take you through this 4 days virtual marathon. This event, as you have seen from the program, will bring together all the technologies of Bandera. We are sure that this will be an excellent opportunity for all of you to discover the latest technology innovations and also understand a bit more about the challenges demanded by the circular economy. To give you a general overview, each session will be dedicated to one of the different technologies developed by Banderas over the years, including blown film, flat die, and recycling. Now, just follow me walking into the tour. This is our R&D center hosting all the lab lines of the different Bandera technologies, getting closer to the blown film line of a 3 and then to a 7 layer. For each technology, there will be different presentation and interventions, both held by our staff members and our valuable partners. At the end of each day, there will be a space for live discussions with a Q&A time. In today's webinar, we will focus on a 7-layer co-extrusion blown film line, specifically designed to run medium and high barrier films, as well as for non-barrier structures, meeting so the needs of the end user. The market, in fact, is constantly evolving, led by the product development searching for high performances, down-gauging, recyclable and generally more efficient solutions. This topic will be discussed later in detail by my colleague Mr. Pietro Zanotto, Sales Area Manager of Bandera. This increased complexity of the product has generated a natural evolution of production technologies. Initially, the field of barrier films was dominated by conventional 5-layer lines. Today, driven by new frontiers of today's challenging products requirements, we can see a general increase in the number of layers, which has led to design of 7, 9 and 11 layer concepts. As said, today we are running a 7-layer line, designed to meet the maximum flexibility. Therefore, it becomes mandatory to conceive in the most efficient way our lines. Some examples of our cost-efficient technological solutions: extruders equipped with universal screws to process a wide range of materials, optimized die distribution, thickness gauging system capable to discriminate the barrier layer out from the total film thickness. Flexibility is the key word. For instance, one of the challenging concepts coming from the new product specification as a result of today's requirements is to guarantee the proper polymer distribution while running 2 microns heavyweight structure, thus granting barrier properties combining significant product overall cost control. Just to give you another example, a precise dosing system has to allow quick product changes and must be easy to manage. Dear attendees, a very intense program awaits us, so I won't take up any more time of yours. Just stay tuned with us. This is the blown film day. Next session to follow will cover also the other Bandera technical division, flat die and recycling. I leave the floor now to Mr. Fabio Giulianelli, Sales and Marketing Director of Doteco, to go further in detail about this specific topic. Thank you all for participating in this Bandera Plastic Week event. And arrivederci.
Hi everyone, my name is Fabio Giulianelli, Head of Marketing and Sales at Doteco Italy. Since 1994, Doteco focuses on manufacturing of automated solutions for the plastic extrusion industry. Our main business is in dosing and extrusion control systems like batch blenders, also called gaining weight blenders, or continuous, also called losing weight blenders. The main application of our system is for blown film lines, cast film, sheet, synthetic fibers like BCF or POY, wires and cables. Our main objective is to provide our customers with reliable products, dedicating extreme attention to the details in each phase of the production development. We develop our blenders, we design the software, and we surround them with a beautiful industrial design. For this reason, over the years, Doteco became the preferred choice by OEMs and extrusion manufacturing companies that consider high accuracy and precision of dosing and extrusion control essential qualities. Doteco joined the Piovan Group in late 2020, and this new alliance allows us to offer a wider range of solutions and a more global coverage in terms of sales and service. In this way, our customers can receive support in a timely and efficient way, whether it is commissioning, maintenance, or just spare parts. With Bandera, we have been cooperating for more than 20 years, since 1998. During this time, we had the chance to join our forces to develop many different projects, and today we are proud to introduce you our latest one, the automatic cleaning system. Before we jump into the description of this new feature, let me provide you an overview of the dosing system we have here today. We have a 7-layer blown film line with installed our Grado Adroit, Doteco's third generation of gravimetric batch blenders. With Grado Adroit, our aim was to develop a very compact, reliable blender, extremely accurate, requiring low maintenance, adaptable to different manufacturing processes. Grado Adroit can be employed in a wide range of applications, from blown film to cast film and in some fiber manufacturing processes. Grado Adroit comes in 4 different sizes with maximum throughput of 1300 kilograms per hour and is also available in high temperature version to handle hot materials like PET. The first key feature of Grado Adroit is the modularity, which means that the number of ingredients can be increased in any moment up to a maximum of 6 by adding additional dosing stations. The high degree of flexibility allows the blender to adapt to customer manufacturing needs, even if these change over the time. We provide a complete do-it-yourself kit for a quick expansion of the dosing station, so the user is able to purchase only what is needed and expand it later without additional installation fees. Another key aspect is related to the performances. Grado Adroit implements 24 bits load cell with a very high resolution, gel shock absorbers on the batch scale to minimize vibration, and the software eliminates the residual noises. The round-shaped mixer is placed on top of a load cell. The load cell, instead of an usual capacitive sensor, is free from malfunctions caused by dust and monitors very precisely the level of the material. Let's talk now about the sliding gates. They are made of a low-inertia technopolymer, allowing open-close transition much quicker compared to other systems. The linear and short stroke of the cylinder is another feature that allows a quick opening and closing of the slide gate. With a quick PLC pulse, we can guarantee a minimum dosing of 5 grams. Thanks to all these features, the dosing process is extremely accurate, precise, and fast, while the blending is homogeneous thanks to the specially designed mixing chamber. If you want to feed your extruder with the proper mix of ingredients and obtain a perfect layer distribution, Grado Adroit is the right solution. Again, our blenders can be completed and expanded with a wide range of options and accessories. Probably one of the most important is the integrated loading system, Smart Convey. Smart Convey can be easily controlled through the same interface of the blender and can operate up to 8 vacuum pumps and up to 64 receivers assigned to a combination of pumps. The system can manage the loading priority, deciding which ingredients come first on the basis of its level of consumption. It's worth also mentioning the CEST option, which automatically calculates the quantity of material needed to complete a production lot, to minimize the changeover time and waste material. This option can calculate and monitor the quantity of material loaded by the receiver and to stop the loading cycle when there is enough buffer stock. Last but not least, the main feature today, the automatic cleaning system. The system performs automatically all the cleaning processes to prepare one or more dosing stations for a change, removing the remaining material, cleaning, loading the new ingredient. The operator can monitor and assist each phase from the HMI. The system is composed by the following components: a cylinder to close the slide gate of the receiver, an automatic discharge valve, also driven by cylinders, the drain circuit to suck out the material, and a vacuum pump to collect the material in a bin. How does the system work? We can break the cleaning process in 3 main phases. Once the suction lens has been removed by the operator, the system runs a first cycle of cleaning of the conveying circuit to clean. all the pipes from material residuals. All the leftover free fall into the gravimetric hopper below, and a series of high pressure jets remove all the remaining debris. Now a dedicated vacuum pump starts to suck the material present in the hopper and send it to a storage bin. Again, a series of air jets blow away all the dust and the particles in order to avoid any contamination with the new material that is being loaded already in the receiver. At this point, a final cleaning of the draining circuit is performed and the new material is ready to be dispensed. Why choosing the automated cleaning? First of all, time management. All time-consuming activities related to manual cleaning, like pipe cleaning, hoppers cleaning, material draining, etc., are performed faster and in a more efficient way. All the time necessary to perform all these tasks can now be used for actual production, which translates into more dedicated productivity. Automatic cleaning is also cost-effective. Thanks to the level of automation, there is no additional manpower required, which means that one or more operators can be dedicated to other activities. Furthermore, the amount of material consumed to keep the line running while the cleaning operations are performed is drastically reduced, and also the amount of scrap. The third key of this new feature is the quality. High-pressure air jets remove the debris from the hopper, even the small particles, so minimizing the risk of contamination. Moreover, the system is 100% retrofittable, and any Grado droid already in the market can be upgraded with this new feature. Thanks again to Bandera for this opportunity. I hope you enjoyed our presentation, and we are at your complete disposal for any additional information you may need.
Hello to everyone, and thank you for your availability in attending the Bandera Plastic Week 2021. My name is Pietro Zanotto, Sales Area Manager for the blown film and flat die and recycling technology at Bandera. I would like, first of all, thank Doteco for the interesting contribution and for the overview on the installed dosing units on our Barrier Flex 7-layer blown film line. And I would also like to start from here, as the complexity of the final product and therefore the complexity of the formulations determines efficiency in the overall line management as a key point of our discussion today. In fact, I will be glad to provide you some insight on IOE, Internet of Extrusion, a Bandera trademark, fully compliant with the Industry 4.0 requirement, which will offer the base for a quick overview also on the second topics that I'm discussing with you today, the current trends of the specific case, the barrier film market. As you certainly know, there are a few key parameters that require the highest possible level of accuracy in order to manage this complexity in the most efficient way. Few examples that all of us know very well, and especially our customers know very well, as a focal point of profit. The raw material cost, fast and prompt machine setup, shorter time in changing the production, fast changing in recipe parameter. Among the others, all these variables impose an uncommon attention and precision in machine handling and, all in all, in the operation handling. For us, for Bandera as a machine manufacturer, becomes fundamental a complete and integrated line control. We call it supervisor, in order to guarantee both benefits today by optimizing all the setting of a specific production, as well as benefit for tomorrow over a longer time horizon with cost-effective solutions, aimed clearly to positively influence the overall equipment effectiveness. For this reason, I would like to illustrate to you specifically the Bandera Supervisor system. We developed and optimized our software for blown film line management with the main goal to make the complex simple. How? We invest a lot of efforts and time in optimizing the software feature with our R&D, thanks to the precious contribution of our customers. The contribution of our customers and people daily involved in operation open a highway to elaborate and develop in the most efficient way the already existing software and line management by giving the birth to the IOE. The main direction of the IOE can be summarized here with 4 major spheres of action. First of all, advanced software and user-friendly interface. This in order to facilitate your team in blown film handling, guaranteeing an efficient management of raw material, a quick formulation setup, an easy machine setup, and a constant monitor and recall blown film line parameters. These, all in all, basically advanced system and tools for alert management becomes mandatory, as well as the purging activities, system assistance for shutdown activities, and everything which is related to all the daily operation. Second, a full process data, operational monitoring, including also auxiliary equipment. We elaborate the need of having the full and complete control of the line on a unique dashboard, and all the equipment composing the line, and clearly all the ancillaries. Also, external components, in fact, are constantly monitored on our supervisor system. The constant monitoring allows to promptly identify, react, and in case of fault, act. Clearly, having a complete dashboard closer on the operator panel will facilitate and speed up all the intervention of your team. Just to think about a couple of examples. Suppose a corona fault or suppose a chiller fault. In case of a corona fault, for instance, if for any reason a relay is not treated or not properly treated, we can identify and correct the corona issue immediately. And the same prompt action in case of any anomaly of the chiller unit. If some parameters are not aligned, the operator can identify the values and therefore promptly act in the most efficient way. All of us can certainly agree on the importance of sooner the better as a clear vision of our goal. Immediately track the fault, inspect, and provide a fast solution. As a third pillar, we can say data machine and parameters to be used, integrated, extracted on your ERP system with a standard communication protocol or a tailored solution. All of us becomes used to the importance of data. Data collection, data analysis, data evaluation, data monitoring, data extraction, data all in all as an input in more complex function. Data for production, sometimes asked from our customers as a source of optimization and profit management. Certainly here the point is not to get the data, but use the data you need in the right way and in the most easy way to be integrated in a company system. We therefore can provide data as a parameters to your company ERP with standard protocol or tailor it into and shape the data in the most preferred way. So to get 100% benefit of the information coming from the extrusion line. The fourth areas of our intervention is another crucial aspect in the daily operation activities, specifically those related to the maintenance. The ordinary maintenance, and therefore all the set of reminder and needed alert to the ordinary maintenance activities, scheduled maintenance, schedule intervals as per our suggestion, or operation that has to be carried out with a certain frequency, with short, medium, or long-term checks. Some alerts are sent to the customer in case of any operation should be not carried out. For instance, replacing the gearbox oil after 8,000 hours. If the operation will be not carried as per our suggestion, the alert will remind to the operator to replace the oil. This is because we believe the importance of be close to our customer as much as possible. Another crucial aspect are the predictive fault detections. Line is equipped with sensor and tools installed on the blown film line in order to monitor certain specific components and related parameters, in order to identify any variables or suspect behavior that might lead to future fault. Suppose, for instance, a gearbox vibration or gearbox oil contamination. The constant measurement actually is allowing to having a full, complete picture under control. Complexity in its various forms therefore becomes the mainstream, characterizing also the second section of our reasoning today on barrier film and barrier product trends. A complex world, transnational trends, macro trends, demographic, logistics, every single aspect of an economical choice plays an important role in consumers' buying process, and therefore as a domino effect to all the steps of the chain. In our specific case, we can observe a growing trend in demand for barrier products, and this is not just a rate itself. Growing demand for barrier products comes as a result of all the ingredients of today's world, well combined together clearly. Observe how urbanization, lifestyle, environment, and social trends, buying habits, online ordering, ready-to-use food, ready-to-deliver food, home delivery, longer shelf life of the products, pharmaceutical products, pets products, everything is surrounding us, and how, generally speaking, our daily habits needs a barrier film. Furthermore, in order to reason together on the implication and possible future trends of certain products, such as the barrier film, I would like to share with you a few considerations on demographics and again some data. Where do people live? What do they consume? How do they consume? What kind of lifestyle people have? How do they travel? What do they eat? Where do they eat? At home, outside? How do they buy? How do they order? More than half of the world's population today live in urban areas, increasingly in high-dense cities. However, urban settings are a relatively new phenomenon in human history. This transition has transformed the way we live, the way we work, we travel, and we build our networks. This setup and this population distribution, I'd like to say, determine also a certain need, a certain buying behavior, a certain preference in buying, and certain preference in storing the food and the goods. I do not want to enter here in a specific customer behavior, and much more important, this is not a war between what is sustainable and what is not sustainable. Sustainability is the result of a well-structured process aimed to get more positive externalities. And the full system must be sustainable, not only a few steps of a longer journey. Let's consider a generic barrier film of food application. All in all, everyone is subject to preserve the content of the packaging. Big supermarket as well as small grocery close to our house. The final user is different, but I guess no one is ready to compromise the quality of the fresh cheese they are selling or buying just because of packaging. The expectations are high, and certainly the packaging has to secure the product, meet a certain criteria to generate a positive cycle of reuse, recycle, reduce. Barrier film is in the middle, between customer and market. All market needs asking certain properties, and where possible, the sustainable reuse of it, with some peculiarity, of course, a polyamide or a VOH. The current way of buy, order, ship, deliver, store, consume food and products impose a certain attention in film for packaging, like any other components of the supply chain. Clearly, due to our customer preferences and user needs, regional demand as well, the blown film line has not a standard solution, or at least our blown film line has not a single standard solution. Our lines are developed, tailored, optimized according to the customer needs, with our customer inputs and thanks to their precious contribution. This is not a usual statement, because barrier product specification might differ according to certain areas and markets, food trends, final user habits, and product to be preserved. Therefore, regardless the number of layers, 5, 7, 9, or 11, barrier film has not a unique formulation and certainly has not a unique solution. Last but not least, another important focus of our daily activity here in Bandera is to work closely with our customers by providing and offering a full range of technical solutions to reintegrate the barrier film in the logic of circularity, thanks to all the synergies of our division. But a dedicated focus will be done by colleagues in the next days we will spend together with case histories and empirical successful stories. Thank you very much for your attention and for staying tuned on the Bandera Plastic Week.
Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Albert Sadikov. I am market developer at ExxonMobil. Firstly, I would like to thank Bandera team for organizing this beautiful event and inviting us. Today, we are going to speak about ExxonMobil's view of future trends in PE flexible packaging. There are a number of trends that are driving the growth in our businesses. The global middle class is projected to grow from 3 to more than 5 billion between 2015 and 2030, which means billions more people will be living longer, healthier and better lives. An improved living standard will lead to increased access to cars, appliances, and electronics. This is especially true in China, where GDP per capita is projected to triple by 2040, which will be similar to Europe OECD levels of purchasing power in 2030. Due to the rapid growth in the middle class, plastics is growing around the world at a rate higher than the GDP, since there are many benefits that plastics bring to society. Global chemical demand has doubled since 2000, well above economic and energy demand. ExxonMobil estimates that global demand for chemicals will rise by nearly 45% over the next decade alone, or about 4% a year. This increase is greater than the forecast for energy and GDP growth over the same period. The effect on plastic industry is projected to include consumer demand for plastics, fertilizers, and other chemicals will grow as the income increase. Olefins and aromatics are basic building blocks for plastics and other consumer products. Manufacturers see plastic as lightweight, durable materials that can improve product performance, from packaging to automotive parts to medical devices. Nearly all this growth is expected to occur in the developing world, with two-thirds in the Asia-Pacific region. We have already spoken about the first megatrend, growth of the middle class, that will cause increased in purchasing power, especially in developing economies. Secondly, there is a significant pressure on single-use plastics. Very strong before COVID-19 crisis, with some early deselection seen at some retailers, at least in Europe. Past this crisis, we may expect more emphasis on package safety as consumer sentiment is now significantly shifting to health and protection first. This will potentially change consumers' view on packaging to be more hygiene-focused. Certainly, with this crisis, e-commerce and home delivery businesses are going to take a big boost. Requires packages with better impact and puncture resistance. Many more people are touching the package in an e-commerce value chain versus a traditional one. For example, fresh meat packaging that leaks is the #1 complaint in the fresh e-grocery deliverers due to the seal failure and puncture caused by sharp objects, careless handling, or poor packaging material choice. There has also been a shift from rigid to flexible packaging for the liquid products, as enhanced integrity is required with e-commerce purchases. Industry 4.0 and Internet of Things are transforming industrial production and creating new opportunities in the PE value chain, helping to ensure traceability from package reduction to the final product being placed in the retail shelf. Industry 4.0 is expected to play an increasingly important role in ensuring that package composition can be tracked, especially when recycled content is included. ExxonMobil polyethylene is active in 3 dimensions of sustainability. Design for recycling. We can support our customers by designing solutions that deliver high-quality recycled streams, which can be incorporated in various polyethylene structures as the next step. Upgrade recycled streams. We develop compatibilizers that boost performance of products such as film made of polyolefin contaminated with foreign immiscible polymers such as EVAH or polyamide. And increase recycled content. We use virgin resins with high mechanical performance as boosters to increase recycled content incorporation while maintaining mechanical properties. We're working together with our customers to overcome losses in mechanical performance in an effort to increase recycling rates and working toward the goal of achieving the European Commission's target of 10 million tons of recycling plastics by 2025. Let's focus on the design for recycling. Many packaging structures today utilize composite structures called laminates, which often associate a polyethylene film used as a sealant with oriented films such as polyester or polyamide. These multi-material structures are difficult, if not impossible, to recycle with mechanical processes. We have developed and are developing solutions to replace these substrates with PE films. A particular focus has been made on oriented polyethylene, either mono-oriented called MDOPE, either bi-oriented called BOP. These PEP laminates enhance the potential for recycling and can contribute to a circular economy. The enablers for this change are Enable, that boosts processing, toughening, and ability to shrink; Exceed, that boosts toughness and sealability; and Exceed XP, that boosts to unprecedented levels the balance between toughness and stiffness, thus allowing an inclusion of a very high level of recycled content. We have expanded our portfolio to include new range of low-temperature sealing resins called Exact. An outcome of this development is the full PE laminated stand-up pouch, shown in the red on the left, as a replacement for conventional multi-material solutions. This full PE stand-up pouch can be recycled where programs and facilities to collect and recycle plastic film exist. This is step 1. Step 2 is the recycled full PE stand-up pouch, shown in the green on the right. It is made of an MDF film using 100% virgin PE, laminated to a sealing film incorporating recycled material from the full PE stand-up pouch of step 1. This recycled material is combined with our virgin performance polyethylene polymers in order to help preserve the mechanical properties. This entire laminate combines 30% of recycled PE film with 70% virgin PE. It delivers excellent packaging integrity, puncture, and optics. ExxonMobil with partners showcased this solution at CEST 2019. Today with Bandera, we are showing the evolution of that full PE barrier laminate that is then recycled and used as a raw material for a new pouch. It is well suited for non-food applications such as detergent and dishwash tablets. We are working on expanding our portfolio of materials and solutions, just to highlight some of the ongoing developments. Solutions for PE reduction and new high-performance products will be launched soon. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. Once again, thank you to Bandera team for organizing this event.
Hi everyone, I am Carlo Pattini, Product and Sales Manager of the blown film division here at Bandera. First of all, let me thank all of you for joining us today at the Bandera Plastic Week Virtual Open House. I really hope you will find a lot of useful information and ideas for a further development of your business activities. My contribution to this event will be covering an important topic for our customers all over the world: the reuse of post-industrial wastes and the creation of new business opportunities. As we all know, for the coming years, the European community and all the major brand owners all over the world have set challenging targets ruling the reuse of recycled material into new plastic products. Today, we will see how Bandera can support its customers to reuse post-industrial wastes coming from film production and especially the most critical ones, the barrier films, both from blown film and cast technology. This is today a critical aspect, above all when the produced film is containing polyamide or when the film has a non-symmetrical barrier structure. To be clearer, this is today already possible, but in limited percentages. This is because the use of recycled granules coming from these sources is causing issues in the second blown film process in terms of unmelt, gels and quality problem, especially when stretching the film to thin thicknesses. Here, at the House of Extrusion, we can benefit from a synergy between Bandera blown film and recycling technologies under the same roof, allowing us to design a unique solution and process the wastes coming from the first extrusion phase on a co-rotating twin-screw extruder. We are indeed using the same twin-screw extruder, which gave us a lot of success processing post-consumer PET material for rigid application in more than 300 installations worldwide, getting now optimal results in a different application. Thanks to unique, specifically designed and patented features of the Bandera co-rotating twin-screw extruder, we can achieve a very low shear stress of the material, a very efficient triple degassing of the melt, a very precise oil thermoregulation of the extruder, and a very gentle and perfect mixing between polyamide or EVOH with polyethylene. The combination of these features allow us to get a granule which can easily and successfully process on a secondary blown film line. In particular, thanks to the fruitful cooperation with ExxonMobil and some of our top customers worldwide, Bandera is today capable to reuse the industrial wastes coming from a 7-layer EVOH barrier film production into a standard 3-layer blown film line to produce the sealant layer of a film used for stand-up pouches to pack detergent products or for mailing bags application. Both these products have been processed containing up to 50% of post-industrial recycled material. Always in a view of constant R&D activities which took place here at the House of Extrusion during the last months, we achieved outstanding and somehow unexpected results, successfully using a polyethylene EVOH polyamide double barrier film on a 3-layer blown film line, running a 20-micron thick film with up to 100 of recycled material, with a total content of polyamide up to 25%. To clarify all your doubts, to answer all your questions, and to go deeper into this interesting and peculiar topic, you will have the chance to attend the Q&A session coming up in a couple of minutes, and above all, to attend the presentation on Wednesday, which will be given to you by our Bandera colleagues, expert in the recycling technology. Thanks a lot for being with us today, and I really hope to meet you in person very soon.
Hi everyone, and thank you to being with us till now. My name is Fabio Rotondi. I am part of the service department of Bandera as a process engineer. I'm here with Mr. Fabio Giulianelli from Doteco and Mr. Albert Sadikov from ExxonMobil to try to answer to a part of the questions that raised during this last session of our first day of Bandera Plastic Week. Okay, let's go straight ahead. The first question is for Fabio, so for Doteco. What is the minimum quantity of material dosable with the batch blender system, and when is preferable a losing waste system instead of a batch blender?
And less in terms of percentage, these 5 grams is. So, for example, in the smallest one, the Graduroy 200, the batch is 1 kilogram and the minimum dosing is 0.5%. In the medium size, the 800, for example, the quantity goes to 0.1%. About the choice between a continuous or a batch blender, we can say that today our best seller is definitely the Graduroy batch blender. The blender is suitable for most of the application, for blown film application or cast film application, and only when you need a very high precision, very high accuracy at very, very low throughput, so we suggest a continuous blender. But most of the time today, the Graduroy is really the best choice in terms of price and performances.
Okay, thank you, Fabio. Next question. Next question is for Bandera. Is the line, is the 7-layer line capable to run symmetric and asymmetric film structure? Okay, the answer is definitely yes. The line that we have installed in our house of extrusion is equipped with a set of optionals that allow the possibility to run polyamide also in the outer skin layer of the film. This is done by a dedicated thermoregulation unit for the feed zone that allow to raise the temperature of the feed zone up to 140 degrees. And a special annealing unit that is positioned at a hollow floor. That actually is a thermoregulated bath where the film can pass in to avoid very normal problem when you are running polyamide asymmetric film like curling and so on. Okay, next question for you, Albert. Which grade in your portfolio delivered the best performance in mix with recycled material?
Well, in general, I would say the whole Exceed XP family brings a lot of benefit when using recycled content. And I would suggest that we can discuss in details each specific case to understand which grade of this family will suit more for each case.
Okay, thank you, Albert. Next question, again for Doteco. How many components can be installed on one dosing station, and how long time take the installation of an additional one?
Well, the standard blender can be upgraded up to 6 components. Even if actually we just developed a new version that is able to fit 8 components. And as you have seen in the presentation, the machine can be upgraded even after the installation with a do-it-yourself kit that we provide. The installation of the kit requires about 3-4 hours maximum, including the mechanical installation and the pneumatic connection, the cabling, and the upgrade of the software.
Okay, another question just arrived to ExxonMobil, so for Albert. How the use of metallocene material could minimize the use of polyamide and EVOH in barrier film?
So yes, it can minimize, but I would say this is something that we can highlight in the nearest future with the study that I mentioned on how to optimize the barrier solutions and minimize the amount of miscible materials used in the structure.
Okay, Albert, thank you. Thank you very much. Again, the next question to Bandera. To process regrinded material, is recommended a special screw design? Okay, well, they actually depend a lot from the kind of and the quality of regrinded material we think to use in our blown film line. Generally, blown film technology suffer a lot the usage of regrinded material due to the high level of contamination that this stuff can contain. Let's say that for a post-industrial, as an example, stretch film reclaim, a standard screw design as the one we usually install in our standard blown film line is perfectly suitable. For different kind, lower quality recycle, like post-consumer and whatever, we generally recommend definitely a higher mixing screw design. That's it. Let's see what we can... Okay, last question to Bandera again. What is the minimum percentage or micron of EVOH you can reach? Okay, let's say that for the machine that we showed during our streaming event, the minimum quantity is the 3% of the total structure. Actually, as you probably know, in Bandera we design and build in-house our screws and our diets. This allows us to answer also to special requests. So, according to the film structure that our customer want to produce, we can design the die channels according to the minimum layer or minimum layer percentage that he have to distribute all around the die. I think that that's it. We finish. Okay, so thank you very much, Fabio. Thank you, Albert. Thank you to all Bandera team. We want again to remind you for any additional doubt or question, feel free to contact one of our area manager. And a member of Bandera family want to make a special thank you also. Please, Giovanni. Say hello to everybody. Bye-bye.